Oh my goodness. Good. Ah, 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 ah. Good morning. I forgot to put myself on the screen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, let me just say this. I reapplied for my YouTube membership and they told me that I needed to clean up my channel. They said I have reused content. And I'm like, okay, I've been reusing content. And um, I was like, okay, I'll see. It's not even worth it. So I'll think about it. But they scanned it and I knew they would. And their favorite thing is reuse content. Okay. I've been doing the same shit since I started my channel. So I'm not really worrying about all of that. But I knew it. I said, I knew as soon as I reapplied. And it was quick. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, oh my God. I was listening. Let me say good morning first before I start. Hi, Amber. You were first. And second is Selfie Queen Cindy. Hello. 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 Hi, Stevie Lee. Hi, Appalachian Hanks. Hi, Savage. I hope you're doing good, sweetie. Hi, Marsha E. Hi, Sweet Potato. Aesop's good morning. Chantel. I don't see everybody that's here. And let me see if I refresh my screen. Okay. Miss Sweet Tooth J, how are you? Yep, I'm well. Hi, Sarah Motherfucking Z, how are you? It was my fault. I accidentally opted out, as they put it, of my YouTube partnership. They couldn't do anything about it, and I had to go and reapply. I did that, and now they're telling me that they gave me the steps that I need to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going back through all that shit. But I think I am going to move some of the more controversial ones to my backup channel. And I can reapply. Again, they gave me 30 days. So I'll see. It's just, in a way, I'm pissed, but in a way, I'm not. I'm mad at myself for my stupidity. But again, I should have known better than be working on anything or playing in anything when I'm tired and I'm a little juiced up on medication. I keep getting reused content when I started my channel and I reapply and boom, I got monetized. I was surprised. Well, yeah, see, so um anything that I have on my channel and any shorts or whatever, I've given credit. So I think it's just BS, but I'll take a look. I'll take a look. But they gave me step by step what I needed to do. So I'll go take a look at it. I'll see. I'll see. But anyway, I have 30 days to do it, to reapply. And then if I don't get it done by then, I have till February 10th, I think they said, of 2026. So I'll see. But right now, I have 30 days to go through my channel and do what I need to do. And I'm not touching, well, let me stop saying that. I'm probably going to move some stuff. But anyway, I was listening this morning to KK's live from last night. And you know me, if I see somebody went live, I start skipping through till I find some interesting stuff. And oh boy, oh my God, I am totally, I have no words for what I heard. I guess I could say that I'm shocked, but I'm not. Um, if you guys don't know about KK's live last night, I suggest you go listen. Cindy, you're working and listening. I I'm just at a loss. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. Hmm. Then KK played a little bit of Jen Bailey's 150th apology tour, her taking accountability, and within 5 minutes of that, I heard three lies. So I was like done. I just stopped listening. Within 5 minutes, I heard three lies. And I'm like, Jesus. Ah, anyway, I'm going to get KK's link right now and I'm going to drop that. What happened in KK's? You need to go listen for yourself because I can't even repeat what I heard. Okay. I'm not even going to repeat it. And I was shocked at the people that were on that panel. Well, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that. Hold on. Let me get her live from last night. Um, there it is. Drop the link. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me drop the link for that live from last night. And I started, I was skimming through and I started at the 1 hour and 28-minute mark is where I started. And then I had to back up some so I can get the full context of what was being said. Okay. I was just shocked. No, don't go watch it now, damn Sarah motherfucking Z. Wait. Hi, Snuggle Bunny. um, yeah, I need you to hear it for yourself. I'm not even going to repeat the stuff that was said. So, she was covering another content creator, and yeah, I'm not even going to repeat it. Um, shit. Whoo, Lord. Anyway, so I want to talk about this teenager that was slain. Oh, you were there, sweet potato? See, I was listening. I wasn't looking at the chat because when I saw she went live, I didn't even look to see if her chat was up or not. I just started skimming through to see, what she was talking about. And then I saw all these people on a panel, and I'm like, well, what? Wait, what happened? I thought they were on her panel, but they weren't. Anyway, yeah, you guys have to listen for yourselves. I'm not even going to repeat any of that. Aesop's, yes, you have to wait. So I want to talk about the slain teenager on the cruise line, but I want to get so you guys remember last year I showed you the pregnant woman that was accused of stealing out of Kroger, and I think she was like 6 months pregnant. Oh my God. See, Cindy, it's not just me then. So she was accused of stealing, was shoplifting. I think it was liquor, if I'm not mistaken, out of Kroger. And she was 6 months pregnant. She's 21 years old. Okay. Well, the officer from Franklin County in Ohio was found not guilty of murdering her. Found not guilty. And I'm like, you shot a pregnant. Now, if you remember, she was in her car and she was trying to drive off, which she shouldn't have done that. And he just started firing at the car. So he was found this morning. It went to the jury on the 20th. Hi, George. George, you're in trouble. Okay. You're in trouble because you shouldn't allow people to make digs at other people in your chat. Oh, it's all over the news there. George, I remember that because soon as I saw it, it popped on my phone. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the woman that they said was. I was like, why was she stealing liquor from the store? Was shoplifting. She got in her car. She was trying to leave. And which, if the cops telling you, don't do that, don't do that. But you open fire opened fire on a almost 6 month pregnant woman and killed her. Then there is another one right now about the rapper in Atlanta. His autopsy report came back. He was shot. That lady was mentally ill. Oh, I didn't know that, George. They didn't say anything about her mentally ill when I remember covering that. But and they said, I remember it wasn't what, well, how long did that interaction last between them? About 10 or 20 seconds. Wasn't even that long. And she got in her car and she was trying to drive off. But I remember her car didn't have a license plate on it. And he came to the what was it? Her door or whatever. And she would not get out the car. She refused to get out the car. But you decided to pump bullets into her car. Now, I need to find that video. Hold on. Uh hold on. Let me see. What was the woman's name again? Uh Takaya? Takaya? Is that it? Was that her name, George? Takaya. Takaya. That was her name. Takaya Young. Hold on. Takaya Young. Let me see. Can I find that video of when that happened? Um, okay. Here we go. Here we go. This is I thought it was a year ago. Okay, so we got the Kroger surveillance. We have the body cam footage. Hold on, let me share this. I thought it was a year ago. Damn, how time flies. Um, hold on. Hold on. So here we go. So this is the footage from 10 days ago. So I saw that they had the Kroger body cam
In the trial of
picture.
Blendon Township police officer Connor Grubb. And some graphic evidence was shown to the jury. Steve Levine is following this live at the courthouse. Steve?
Mike, special prosecutors from Montgomery County now presenting their case to the jury, laying a foundation that Blendon Township police officers.
Out of the car.
Okay, I remember the body cam.
Out of the car. Out of the car.
For the first time, the jury made up of 8 women, 4 men, and 4 alternates getting to see police body camera video of the deadly shooting. It shows Officer Connor Grubb and another officer approaching Young's vehicle after a Kroger clerk told them Young had been stealing liquor from the store.
Out of the car. They said, "You stole stuff, do not leave."
Seconds later, Grubb fires a shot into Young's car, striking her in the chest, killing the 21-year-old who was 6 months pregnant. One witness in the parking lot telling jury members what she heard.
All of a sudden, I started hearing yelling.
That was what happened, which I remember, Sean, but that was full body. Hold on. This is the Kroger.
TV's Carly Dion spoke with the family's attorney to get his reaction to the video, and we must.
Oh, I didn't see all of this. Let's look at Kroger.
It's just more evidence that a senseless murder occurred.
This video shows Takaya Young walking around State Liquor inside Kroger, taking several bottles of alcohol and putting them in her bag.
Oh my God.
She then leaves the store with 2 other women. Police say she didn't pay for the alcohol.
Petty theft, whatever you want to call it. It has no bearing on the shooting that occurred out in the parking lot.
Surveillance video shows a store employee running out to get the officer's attention. 2 officers then approach Young's car, one in front and one on the driver's side. This body cam video showing the perspective of the officer who fired the shot. Family attorney Sean Walton argues
he raised his gun when the car was not in motion, and so he had an intent to kill.
About a second after the car starts moving.
Let me stop right there. Now he did, because I remember showing you guys this. He did have the gun. She moved the car forward. I remember this. She started taking off, and that's when the shot was fired. But he was in front of the car. He positioned himself, one of the officers positioned himself in front of the car.
Second after the car starts moving, the officer in front fires one shot.
Kaya Young was being detained and questioned regarding
Hi,
a theft that
Gamecock.
occurred. That theft did not need to escalate to the use of deadly force.
That the police escalated the situation.
Co-founder of Justice, Unity, and Social Transformation, Heather Johnson, says everything that's happened since this incident has been tough for her to
ended
watch.
up over there. I
Seeing
remember
how folks are going against Takaya Young and the way that she's being criminalized, it's demoralizing.
Johnson says they're calling for the officer who killed Takaya to be brought to justice.
We're not asking, we're demanding that officer be arrested and have charges pressed on him, just like any other civilian.
Johnson hopes people will be more sensitive to the Young family and what they're going through, especially for the sake of her 2 sons.
At the end of the day, 2 young boys will have to be raised by their grandmother. What will it take for this to be the last one?
Family attorney Sean Walton says they'll continue to call for the termination, arrest, and indictment of the officer involved until it happens.
Well,
in Blendon
he was indicted, he went to trial, and he was found not guilty. He was found not guilty. Now, the rapper in Atlanta, what's his name, B. Tanner, his autopsy report came back. The officer stated that they had a confrontation. He was shot 17 times in the back. There were no entry wounds from the front. He shot him 17 times in the back. Remember that other young man a few years back that had lost his girlfriend and he was riding around? He had a ski mask on, which it was cold, but why you're riding around with it in your car? Well, he got out the car, the cop stopped him, he started running, and they shot him, what was it, 60 something times, and everything was from the back. The back. So that young woman is deceased, no longer with us, and that officer was found not guilty. Now, that just hurt my heart. But that cruise ship slanging, there's so much coming out about this. Now, when we first heard about that cruise ship slanging, they were saying that this young woman was on a cruise with her grandparents. Now we're hearing it was with her father, I guess his new wife, or the mother and the new husband, however the case may be. Okay. But they're saying that her step sibling, who's 16 years old, they're saying that young man was obsessed with this 18-year-old girl. They said that they went out to dinner that night. She left the dinner table. She was going back to the room. She said she wasn't feeling well. The 14-year-old brother went down to the room. When he got to the room, his sister wasn't there. And this was November 6th. So the 14-year-old and 16-year-old boys were in the cabin with the 18-year-old Anna Kempner, okay? Her brothers. Her brother and her step-sibling. Oh, my God. And, yeah, the 14-year-old was her brother. The 16-year-old is her stepbrother, who is now a suspect in her death. So she said she wasn't feeling well. She went back to the room. When her 14-year-old brother went to the room, Anna wasn't in the room. So he said, he thought she went back up on deck to be with the rest of the family. Okay. He said he went back. He went to get his camera, I guess, whatever. He went to, he said he went to change his clothes, and then he was going back to take pictures of the horizon, when the ship's going. So he didn't see Anna in the room. She wasn't in her bed. He thought nothing of it. Nothing. So the last time Anna was seen on the surveillance, on the cruise ship surveillance, she was going to her room, and she never, ever left her room. So when she didn't show up the next day, the family notified the ship she was missing. So it was her father that it was her father that was on a cruise ship with them. But we heard she was on a cruise with her grandparents. But the news just makes shit up, I guess, or they're not sure, they'll just say something. So then they started searching for her. When they started searching for her, over the PA system, it said that was a medical emergency. So that's because the cleaning crew found Anna's body crammed underneath her bed. She was underneath the bed, wrapped in a blanket. That's what happened. That 16-year-old. Hi, Shyla. No, it should not be a death sentence at all. Columbus police just got a huge raise. 2 people were outraged as fuck about that. Damn. It's just sad. It is sad. Did you hear about the cop who shot the young kid who had a Subway sandwich in his back pocket and the police said it was a gun and they shot? No, George. No. Hi, Cajun Mama. Hi, Brandy. Wait a minute. Are you talking about Massey, the cop that had went to the house and he said that she threw hot water on him? Are you talking about Sandra Massey? Because he was found guilty. Is that who you're talking about, Sandra Massey? I didn't hear about that, George. Nope, they should not have been, especially boys. Especially boys. Yep, housekeeping found her, crammed underneath her bed. Oh, you're cooking eggs. Okay, Amber. And Amber's been covering Jess and Denise. Jess is sick. Jess, I'm telling you, I have a feeling if she gets her kids back from CPS, she is going to harm these kids. They should not try reunification with this woman at all. She is going to harm those kids. I'm sure she didn't sleep. Who didn't sleep naked? Now, you see, I didn't know they said she was naked, but they're not saying if she was assaulted or not. Ooh, I didn't know. See, they're not saying that. They're not saying that. Laquan McDonald. Ooh, hold on a second. Oh, and the woman that killed her boss at Burger King. Well, not Burger King. Oh, fuck. Where was it? Was it Burger King or was it McDonald's? McDonald's. The woman that killed her boss at McDonald's, you know, the one that stabbed her to death, the woman's daughter went to court one day with a knife. She was asked to leave the courthouse. And then she didn't get arrested. She went back the next day with a knife. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? But why wasn't she arrested? Hold on. Let me check this young man's name. Laquan McDonald. I didn't even hear about that. McDonald. Laquan McDonald. That was 9 years ago, George. Hold on a second. We're going to look at this. Oh, here's the shooting video right here. Hold on. I didn't hear anything about that. Hold on. Savage. Hold on. Share. Laquan McDonald. I didn't know anything about this, George. Hold on. Okay, here we go. There's no sound. This was 2014? Why isn't there no sound? I got to find one with sound. There's Laquan. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And did he kick at him? Wait a minute. Oh my God. 17. Where is the sound for this? And he's still trying to move. Oh my God. George. Hold on. Hold on.
I want to just warn our viewers what you are about to see is disturbing video of this police officer shooting and killing this 17-year-old teenager. We'll show you the video right now, but if you don't want to see it, this is a good time to turn your head away.
What the fuck? He has nothing in his hands. Oh my God.
All right, there you see the 17-year-old Laquan McDonald. He was jaywalking there on the street. This is dash cam video from the police vehicle. He is lying there on the street right there. And the police officer, Jason Van Dyke, 37 years old, shoots him. We've stopped that video at that. There's no audio on the video. We've stopped it at that point, but you get the point. Once he's down on the ground, the video shows that he goes over there and shoots him some more. Actually, watch this. We're going to continue showing the video.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Okay, George says it was Cassie Goodwin. Hold on.
There you see other police cars, other police officers arriving on the scene.
So this young man was jaywalking. Cassie Goodwin. Who's Cassie Goodwin? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, George, I never saw that before. Cassie, I just looked up Cassie Goodwin. Identity still a mystery. Altercation at Cassie. Oh, murder charge for Ohio deputy in Casey Goodson's shooting. Hold on, George. It's Casey Goodson. Hold on. Not Goodwin. Goodson. Okay, here we go. Y'all got some shit going on.
Former deputy turning himself into authorities. Our camera there in Columbus, Ohio. The former deputy, Jason Mead, surrendered. He's accused of opening fire on Casey Goodson Jr., who was shot 6 times. The 23-year-old later died. Mead's attorney maintains Goodson pointed a gun at his client, but the deputy was not wearing a body camera. Our Columbus station WCMH has been following this from the very beginning. Force explains what's next for this ex-deputy now indicted for murder today.
I'm Jamie Ostroff in Columbus, Ohio, where this morning a Franklin County Sheriff's deputy was indicted on murder charge.
I saw that video, and now this rapper out of Chicago, has taken up her cause. She did an interview, and damn it, I'm going to have to show that tomorrow because I didn't flag it. But yes, Christoph, I saw that. They were making fun of her because she had ashen her ankles and stuff, and these were middle school kids, and now the rapper is helping her, and they are suing the parents of those kids. They videotape this attack.
In the death of Casey Goodson Jr. Our team was at the jail this morning when the now retired county deputy turned himself in. He's facing 2 murder charges plus a reckless homicide charge. Goodson was 23 years old when he was shot to death on December 4th.
Look how gorgeous. Jesus. Ooh. Ooh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, my God. Okay.
2020. Meade was part of a fugitive task force working nearby. He followed Goodson, who was not the target of that operation. Goodson's family says he was shot 6 times in the back as he arrived at his grandmother's house with Subway sandwiches for the family.
Oh, my God. He was shot 6 times in the back for what? The other guy was jaywalking. What the hell was he killed for? He wasn't even a target. He was shot 6 times in the back.
Nearly 1 year to the day after Goodson's death, his mother and her attorney reacted to the indictment.
It's been a year of sadness. It's been a year of grief, a year of pain. But all I know that every day of this year that my family and I wake up, all we know to do is fight and fight for what's right.
And everything happens for a reason. You know, I think there's a powerful symbolism with this happening when you're out.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Look at his lips. Jesus. Let me stop. Okay, this is serious, but damn, his lips are beautiful. Okay.
And that's to show that no matter how much time passes, the truth will prevail.
Meade's attorney said in a statement that his client will plead not guilty to all charges. Now, after that indictment was filed, the attorney for Goodson's family filed a federal lawsuit against not only the former deputy, but Franklin County as well, alleging they caused the...
What is going on in Franklin County? This is the third one, the third one I've seen so far in Franklin County. Yes, Mr. Attorney. Hello, hello, hello. Now, this is gorgeous. This young man was gorgeous. He's bringing home Subway sandwiches, and you just shot him 6 times in the back.
Wrongful death of Casey Goodson and violated his civil rights. I'm Jamie Ostroff. Nicole, back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Jamie. Thank you so much for watching.
6 times in the back. Look at this young man.
Now. Somebody actually shot your cousin? I don't know. They look like police. I don't know who that is. I don't even know what is going on for real.
This is the 911
That was Casey
call.
Goodson Jr.'s cousin calling for help moments after he was shot and killed on the steps of his home.
Yeah, and he was found guilty. The cop that killed Sandra Macy, he was found guilty. This other cop that shot the pregnant woman because she was driving off, which he positioned himself in front of her car, he was found not guilty. Look at this man.
Autopsy report shows Goodson Jr.'s cause of death is multiple gunshot wounds to the torso. Franklin County Coroner Dr. Anahi Ortiz says his manner of death is homicide.
Yep.
That means Goodson died at the hands of another. The shooting happened last Friday when the Franklin County Sheriff's Office was assisting the U.S. Marshal on an operation in that area. Police say that the deputy said Goodson drove past waving a gun, and after following him, both parties got out of their...
Wait a minute. They said he drove past waving a gun. No, he didn't. He had sandwiches. You see how they lie? Oh, I'm sorry. You see how these people lie?
Cars and the deputy shot Goodson, they say, when he refused to drop a weapon.
However, Goodson's family says this is not what happened. They say that he was walking into the house carrying sandwiches, all after coming from a dentist appointment.
And only on 4 tonight, the first and only local interview with Goodson's mother and the family attorney.
I sat down with them this afternoon. We talked about a number of things. I asked Tamala Payne, what do people need to know about her son?
Casey was just a good kid. I mean, to know Casey is to love Casey. I mean, he had a good spirit, a good heart. He loved his siblings. He loved animals, because the coward that took my son's life took his voice. And my son needs a voice. I have to be his voice. He has to be her. He was murdered.
That attorney is still there. Hello, Mr. Attorney.
In cold blood.
You said the only threat my son was he was a black man. Tell me more about that.
He was a black man. He was a black man in the path of a racist, quote unquote, so-called deputy.
Oh my God.
Who became a target.
George, so many questions remain, and this family is being traumatized and traumatized and traumatized each and every day, that those questions remain unanswered, and they deserve better. I get so upset when someone asks why Casey had a gun. Casey wanted to protect his family. Casey that was his right.
He wanted to be an instructor?
He did. Funeral. He did. He wanted to be a CCW instructor, as well as own his own fleet of trucks. He had a CDL license.
Back in June, we protested for George Floyd. We protested for Breonna. We protested for all black Americans, because we're all fed up, right? Columbus protested because it happened in, somewhere else, but we knew it could happen to us. And right here, in Columbus, it happened in his own home.
I just got a lot of mixed emotions. I just want justice. I want murder charge. I want that man in jail.
And we should remind you the Columbus Police Department is investigating this case, the same with the Department of Justice and FBI. The family says Goodson also had a license to carry a gun. His mother, very emotional. You can understand.
Oh, I'm a mom, of course.
She hasn't had a lot of sleep in the past 5 days. She called it pure hell. She's exhausted. She says she will continue this fight for her son. She wants justice.
I heard you say he wanted to be an instructor. He wanted to teach firearm safety, correct?
Oh my God.
So is that why they believe it's not possible?
Let's look at Ma'Khia Bryant. I remember this girl. She was in foster care. I remember Ma'Khia. That I remember. Hold on. Let's look at... Okay. Let's look at Ma'Khia. I remember this. Hold on.
We are seeing just released cruiser cam video from the scene where 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant was shot by a Columbus police officer.
And we also are learning more about the other people at the scene from a report released in just the last hour.
So let's run down the new information we have tonight. There were 2 women in their 20s and a 43-year-old man that were with Ma'Khia during the incident. From Officer Nicholas Reardon's personnel file, we now know he was hired in December of 2019, and his probationary period lasted until December of 2020.
We know in the minutes, the hours, and now the days that have followed the shooting, there were a lot of questions and claims circulating on social media. Some of them have now been answered or dispelled, others have not. So here is what we know so far.
We got these grown girls over here trying to fight us, trying to stab us, trying to put our hands on our grandma. Get here now.
The question is, who made that 911 call? Right now, we're waiting for BCI to tell us. It's part of the ongoing investigation.
Get down! Get down!
Next, many of you are asking, who is that man seen in the body camera footage seemingly kicking another young woman on the ground? We asked that question of BCI as well. Because of the ongoing investigation, we're not able to answer that either. So that is still an unknown.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Well, many are also asking if Columbus police officer Nicholas Reardon was the first one on the scene. Other officers can be seen in his body camera footage. Well, we can confirm both from the body camera evidence and from officials that Officer Reardon was the first on scene. Other officers arrived shortly thereafter.
Is she shot?
Well,
Just after the shooting, there was some speculation that Ma'Khia Bryant was not holding a knife at the time she was shot. But now that we're getting a look at the body camera footage, we can confirm that Ma'Khia was holding a knife. But there was also a question about why she was holding that knife. Was she protecting herself or attacking? Her family tells us Ma'Khia was defending herself from the other women in the video and that she was the one in need of help. Based on the evidence we've seen so far and what we're able to get from authorities, we just aren't yet able to answer the question as to why Ma'Khia was holding that knife.
I remember that, and I remember I watched her funeral too. I watched. Oh yeah, I watched that. Jesus Christ. Yep. This is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. But this is crazy. I was going to discuss these 100 kids that were rescued, and now we're just, oh my God, my stomach is just fucked up right now. These are young, but I remember that Ma'Khia one. Girl, my sister carries 2 guns, one on each side. She has her service weapon and she has her personal weapon. I'm telling you, when I go out, and I'm going out, and when she was married to her, her husband carried 2. I said, I felt protected. I didn't need to carry shit. I was well protected. But Jesus Christ. And I'm listening to all of these Trump and Epstein files and stuff. And there's a recording of them talking about raping a 13-year-old girl. I'm just, now that I'm a single lady, I'm going to get my concealed permit. Better safe than sorry. Yes. You have a knife in the door? Girl, I'm telling you, when I travel, I have my gun underneath my seat. Underneath my seat. When I'm on a road trip, it's underneath my seat. I don't keep no clip in the glove box or no, it's fully loaded and underneath my damn seat. That's where it's at. And yeah, ICE. I've been seeing a lot of videos with ICE on TikTok. I just started looking at TikTok again the other day, and there's a whole lot of ICE stuff there. My brother carries 2 or 3 at all times. He has bad foot and says, I can't run, but I can stop you. Oh my God. I was up the block when the woman, Linda Fricky, was carjacked and robbed. Those 4 teens drugged her by her arm, blocks till her. I think what about this, the teacher in New Orleans? Is that the one you're talking about? My sister told me about that. Let's look at this. She told me to look at this teacher. I love seeing when good people fight back and win. Oh my God. She sent me this the other day and told me to look up this teacher. Hold on. Look at this. I want you to see this.
Video of 3-year-old Kevin Horton, a happy little baby boy playing with his cousin on a swing. Sadly, though, Memphis police say his life was cut short by a woman close to the family. This woman, his father's girlfriend, Dominica Mosby. She is accused of torturing and beating that little boy to death.
3 years old.
Fox 13's Dominique Dillon sat down exclusively with that family, and she joins us live from the newsroom now. And Dominique, while this is a tough story to tell, this family actually wants to share this story to help prevent this from happening to anyone else.
Yeah, this little boy's father says he never thought the woman he trusted, the woman who's actually the mother of his 2 youngest children, would ever harm his son. But he says that's exactly what happened. And now he's faced with the difficult task of planning a funeral. Youngest children would ever harm his
I'm at work. I'm at work, fool. Why you didn't notify me that my child was throwing up? My child was not sick when he left my sister out. My child was well. My child laid on my chest.
Keith Horton was nearing the end of a 16-hour shift Saturday morning when he got a call no parent should ever have to answer. His 3-year-old son, Kevin, who he left in the care of his girlfriend, Dominica Mosby, was dead.
And then you notified me that he had passed. I left the job. I clocked out, left the job. I made it to the house like 3:20. I get to the house, she's standing outside. I got the fire department people in the house. When I go in there and see my son, he ice cold, he purple.
Oh my God.
Initially, Kevin was questioning how a healthy little boy with an infectious laugh and his entire life ahead of him could go from this.
Girl, I remember that. She killed her husband's daughter, and they had her on video wheeling her through the neighborhood. I remember that.
To lifeless overnight.
I want to go talk to her. It's a lot of questions, but the only one I know is why.
At first, Mosby told police Kevin wasn't feeling well when he was dropped off from his aunt's house Friday.
He never was sick. That just was like a story for her to get her story together.
Mosby said she put the toddler to bed, then woke up around 3 a.m. to find him unresponsive. But the medical examiner revealed the truth, far more disturbing. And eventually, police say Mosby confessed to torturing little Kevin to death. She told police she put a lit cigarette out in his ear.
Oh my God!
The shock and pain caused the 3-year-old to pee on the floor. Police say Mosby then burned his genitals with a lighter, then slapped, punched, and stomped on the little boy.
Okay, let me tell y'all. I watched the first, I think, 2 minutes of this, not even 2 minutes, maybe 20 seconds of this. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cover this. And I'm hearing all of this now.
She told police she believes he was dead by the time she went to sleep.
When I tell you that baby was full of, and the sweetest baby, he was so sweet. It don't even feel right to see all the other kids playing. And he ain't here with us.
Mosby is charged with first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated child neglect. Her first court appearance is scheduled for this Thursday. As for the family, they're now planning a funeral. So if you're interested in helping out, donating to the funeral expenses, head to our website, fox13memphis.com. We have a link to their GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of her doing that? Was it because he got sick, he was throwing up? You put out a cigarette on this little, wait a minute, let's go back.
She put the toddler to bed, then woke up. At first, Mosby told police Kevin wasn't feeling well when he was dropped off from his aunt's house Friday.
He never was sick. That just was like a story for her to get her story together.
Mosby said she put the toddler to bed, then woke up around 3 a.m. to find him unresponsive. But the medical examiner revealed the truth, far more disturbing. And eventually, police say Mosby confessed to torturing little Kevin to death. She told,
But why? Because he wasn't feeling well? You tortured? What the fuck?
Police she put a lit cigarette out in his ear. The shock and pain caused the 3-year-old to pee on the floor. Police say Mosby then burned his genitals with a lighter, then slapped, punched, and stomped on the little boy. She told police she believes he was dead by the time she went to sleep.
Wait, what? What?
When I tell you that baby was full of, and the sweetest baby, he was so.
This is, what jail is she in? Does anybody know what jail she's in? Does anybody know what jail this woman is in? Because I'm telling you, this is in Memphis. I'm telling you, they will fuck her up. They will hurt this woman. Hold on. Here is this one I want to show you. They're going to get her really, really good. This is the story you guys were talking about with this young woman. I saw the interview and I wanted to find it.
Mother and child beaten on the way home from school.
The attack was caught on cell phone video and has sparked demands for immediate action. Casey Cronus is live at Chicago Police headquarters with the latest. Casey.
Now, these kids recorded this, okay? They were recording this. These are children.
Right, and community members, as you mentioned, they want answers. Now, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other elected officials tonight are condemning the attack as well, calling it deeply disturbing. And we need to warn you, it is heartbreaking to watch this video. It happened yesterday, shortly after school dismissal, and we have blurred and frozen the video before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after a 33-year-old mother named Korshanda and her 9-year-old son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley.
Now, the video I saw, it wasn't blurred, okay? They posted it on Facebook. They put it on TikTok. It was not blurred. They were making fun of her ashen ankles, making fun of her child. It was not blurred at all.
Her young daughter was also there. The terrifying incident unfolded just a couple blocks away from Orville Bright Elementary School, where the boy is a student. Korshanda says they were walking home when a group of kids began following them, then started punching and kicking the mother and son.
They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. I'm trying to get justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boy's parents calling for justice. Korshanda says her son has been bullied at Bright and claims the administration isn't doing enough to protect him. We have Chicago Public Schools' response, but first, a local rapper, Lil Zay Osama, is now coming forward to help. He says he wants to fly the mom and son to LA for dinner and Christmas shopping and has a message for other children listening.
It's just something that shouldn't be going on. Kids should be able to go to school and be comfortable walking home from school and at school learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids at that age should not be doing things like that, especially to an adult and to their peers that go to school with them. That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening in our community. We got to do better.
A CPS spokesperson tells us in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims. CPS is coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support to the family. In his statement, Mayor Brandon Johnson also said that we cannot normalize this type of behavior. There was an increased police presence near the school today. Reporting live outside
elementary.
CPD
I said it. I thought it was middle, but it was elementary. They posted this shit. Wait a minute. Let's go back to what they did to this woman. Now, when I'm telling you, when I saw it, it was not It was not
Police are
blurred
now
out.
investigating after a 33-year-old mother named Korshanda and her 9-year-old son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. Her young daughter was also there. The terrifying incident unfolded just a couple blocks away from Orville Bright Elementary School, where the boy is a student. Korshanda says they were walking home when a group of kids began following them, then started punching and kicking the mother and son.
I'm sorry, so done.
They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. I'm trying to get justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boys' parents.
This is sad. This is sad. You have grade school kids acting like this. Grade school kids acting like this. What the hell? What are your parents teaching you? What are your parents teaching you? You think this is good? And they filmed it. Every one of those kids that weren't, they had cameras up. I watched the full thing. Elementary, 6th grade. This is sad. Now, I just want to make us laugh real quick. So we all watched The Real Housewives of Potomac, right? We all watched The Real Housewives of Potomac. So this is Mia Thornton at the Atlanta airport, okay? She's been arrested for theft. Miss Thing that has everything going for her. She was renting a condo in Atlanta, and she decided to leave in the middle of the night, hadn't paid any rent, and took the furniture that belonged to that condo. She cleared out the condo. Okay? This is on ET.
Are you staying here in the airport? Or you going with her? She's going to the farm.
Yeah, I got to take her. Yeah, I got to take her to the precinct. Go take her to the precinct, finish up my paperwork, and then
Miss Mia Thornton, guys.
Yep, ready.
I'll walk around. All right. Mia, you come out.
Miss Thornton, you ready?
Ooh, nice looking.
How you doing? I'm Officer Hunt, City of Atlanta Police. You know you have a warrant, correct? Okay. You know what it's for? Cool. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is I'll take you back to our precinct, finish doing my paperwork, and once that's done, you have a cell phone?
This is fair use, fair use, fair use.
So we'll go back to the precinct. I'll do my paperwork, and once that's done, then I'm
Mia
gonna transfer
Thornton.
you to the phone counter. So we just have a holding cells. We don't have like jail. Just
She got all her shit together.
Okay. You want to, you can throw your shoes on?
Oh!
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
No, I didn't see them on White Swap, but their bank records have been confiscated. They were running a fraud. They had 40 different credit cards. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me leave Mia alone for a minute. Hold on. I was waiting to talk about this with Debbie, but no, I can't. Okay. So they had 40 different credit cards and with different names. She went by Pam. Wait a minute. She went by Pam something. Hold on a second. Let me find it. So everything has been seized. Let me take this down. And I want to know, what are they going to do about her? Okay, let me share my screen. Let me just share my screen. This was in People. Okay. But I saw it on All About the Tea. And shit, I copied it. Well, I saved it. But this is in People. This was yesterday? Yes, yesterday. So People has it now. But All About the Tea put it out there on Instagram. So they were arrested October 10th. So the feds have now seized their bank records, their bank everything, all their money. They're now saying that they had 40 credit or debit cards under their own name, company names, and aliases, okay? 7 of the charges the couple is facing are felonies related to false misleading info in excess of $300. All about the T. Okay, here it is. So Pam Oliver. So she had cards in the name of Pam Oliver, and he had cards in the name of Eddie Hennessy. Okay. The prosecution claimed that the aliases and company names were a deliberate attempt to mask their identity. They are facing some serious charges. The couple's attorneys claim that the prosecutors are on a fishing expedition. That's what he's saying. Okay. So, but they've seized everything. Look at Happy Eddie. Look at her with that lace front that's lifting up on the side. Okay. In response, Eddie's attorney, Joseph Martha, claimed that the prosecution is looking for something they haven't figured out after 18 months of investigating. But her neighbors have gave video footage of the night that they said their house was broken into. Even their in-home surveillance didn't show anybody in their home. The neighbors don't want anything to do with them. They're saying that the Osefos have never used, well, this is what the attorney is saying, but the prosecutors are saying something totally different. So everything has now been seized. They've seized their bank records. They've seized their bank accounts. Everything has been seized. These people, and I hate to say it, they've put it out there. It's on Twitter and X, whatever you want to call. They're calling them Nigerian scammers. That's what they're calling them. Nigerian scammers. Hi, Pappy. How are you? She graduated a year early. Oh, and then Snuggle. We all watch Love After Lockup. We saw Lacey. We saw her with, oh my God, his name is on the tip, Blaine. Now we're hearing that Lacey's daughter has been removed from her by CPS. But what I didn't know is that Lacey's stepmother never had custody of her daughter, Miley. The daughter's daddy has had custody of Miley, with physical custody. They only did that for the show. Okay, so now Lacey wants to give up her custody of Miley completely. She wants to, how would it say? She wants to remove her parental rights from Miley. So Miley was playing on a volleyball team and everything else. She was going to school. She had bruises and everything. They can keep her safe at school, but they can't keep her safe at home. So Miley had her phone taken by Lacey. Miley asked a friend to use her phone so yes, they're Nigerian, so she can call her dad. Miley is now living with her dad. Lacey is with this new guy, which, remember, I put the video up. It's on my channel, who's been to prison for manslaughter. And he's got some used car lot or whatever down there. And it's being said that Miley's punishment would be her doing push-ups if she did something wrong and working on the ranch right after school. And he treated it as a military boot camp. But we see what's going on. Lacey doesn't want Miley because it doesn't fit into her new lifestyle. That's what's going on. She wants to get rid of her daughter because she's not fitting in with her lifestyle. And then I understand that Reality T has it where it's in writing that Lacey told her daughter that you need to be very impressive when you come to stay here, that she needed to impress her new boyfriend. Okay? So, all this shit is going on. All of this crazy shit is going on. But again, I wanted to come live. I wanted to discuss these kids that were rescued. There's another sting operation that happened in Massachusetts as well. I'm probably going to discuss that tomorrow. I bought a whole bunch of greens that I need to clean today. And I'm going to clean these greens and cook me some greens today. Well, I'm going to cook them and then I'm going to freeze them. I ordered my pigtails, but they're not going to be here in time. So I found on Etsy. I found it on Etsy, guys. Etsy. And these are my iron tablets that I have to take. I found it on Etsy. So I ordered those, but they're not going to be here till probably, they said, the 20. Well, I'm not even going to take the chance. But if they do get here in time, I'll cook them down and then add them in there. So what is everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Yep, she's just a dumbass, period. She's a dumbass. But she's all on TikTok talking about it. Hi, Maureen Mo. Girl, I see that Angela is going to do a live today. And I was really hoping that, see, I don't watch anything Angel has to say. I am so disappointed in her, period. I don't watch her. I don't watch none of those people over there. Not at all. I'm going to be in Angela's live. I think her live is today because it was scheduled, I thought, yesterday. But I think she changed it. Or did I miss it? Because I went to bed. I really had a headache. But I see that she was going to do a live. And I just wish she'd just ignore that BS. And I know it's hard to ignore it. I know it. But she is such a better, she's a better person. She's a much better person than she is. And I would hate to be put in that position myself. I really would, where you have to keep defending your name. You're staying home and cooking. Okay. Yeah, y'all get those likes up. Making turkey at home. Oh, Jody, you're making turkey. Are you frying the turkey or are you going to bake it? Are you doing it the traditional way? Let me see, did Angela go live yesterday? Because one day she had it scheduled and then she said she was going to do it the next day. Hold on, let me go look. Live. Nope, it's today at 4:00. She's going live today at 4:00. So, guys, I'm gonna drop Angela's link in the chat as well. I love when she has her notes. Oh my God, that is so funny. Angela takes notes on everything she wants to discuss, and I used to do the same thing. Oh, you brine it too. Okay. Yeah, so it's today. I'm gonna drop her link. Angela takes notes on everything she wants to discuss, and I used to do the same thing. I would take notes. I would write down timestamps and everything on the things that I want to discuss. So if you guys want to hear Angela, the co-defendant, I don't know. Yep, it's 4:00. She changed time. She's going live at 4. Well, 4:00 my time, 7:00 your time. So, but I'm going to be in there to support her. Maureen, are you going to go up on panel as well? Yep. So I'm going to be there to hear what she has to say. I caught a little bit, I guess it was like 9 days ago. I couldn't sleep the other night, and Suge had an 8-hour live or a 7-hour live, and I listened to some of his live the other day. I couldn't sleep and I wanted some background noise. And it was funny because he was playing that weird music. And and then he told Carlos that he looks good. So I grabbed my phone and I backed up a little bit and I saw Carlos on camera. And Carlos does look good. He looks really, really good. So I listened to him for a few minutes and then I was off to sleep. I have no idea what he was talking about, but I just like to hear background music if I can't sleep. Well, background noise, white noise if I can't sleep. And the TV isn't doing it for me anymore. Okay, I hope things work out for you. Yeah, some things he says is funny, then some things he says is just downright. I'm like, no, 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 no. So, but I will be in Angeles today. Let's see what else. I think that's it. It was some other stuff I wanted to discuss, but after watching that young man get shot like that, it just took everything out of me. And then that rapper that was shot 17 times in the back. I am looking into this Trump and Epstein stuff. I was talking to Amber this morning and I was telling her that she really needs to look into some of this. And I am looking into this and I'm not going to put it unless there's proof, which I did hear some of that recording. And I really, and David is being investigating now. He has been named a suspect in Celeste Rivers' death. So they have officially named David as a suspect in Celeste Rivers' murder. You remember the young woman that was found in a Tesla who was, how should I say it? Who was dismembered? Dismembered? Yes, dismembered. His name will be redacted. Well, I heard they said that they're going to put out the Epstein files. I don't even care about the files. I'm listening to these recordings. And then with the young woman that put out, surviving and her speaking on Epstein and Trump and a few others, I'm surprised. I am really, really surprised. And then the fact that Epstein was sending text messages to congressmen, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Yes, David, that's his name, David or David, whatever, with the 4 in there. He has been officially named as a suspect in Celeste Rivers' death. So I watch a lot of stuff. I pay attention to a lot of stuff. I may not bring it up all the time, but I do. I pay attention. I keep up with everything that's going on. And the thing that happened with Portia, wait a minute. So Portia was attacked. Portia didn't attack anyone. But after BravoCon, Julia went at Lisa in the airport when they landed. And Julia decided to call Page 6 because she was looking for a moment. She was trying to start drama. And everybody that was in that airport said that Julia attacked Lisa. Lisa thought she was coming over to apologize for the way she behaved that season. But no, Dorit, she went over and she was attacking Lisa, told her to keep her fucking name out of her mouth, just got loud and ignorant in Atlanta's airport. So it wasn't Lisa. Lisa got into it. Well, Julia attacked Lisa. Portia was attacked on the flight. Okay? So Portia didn't cause that issue. Then we have Lisa Barlow that's going at it with everybody on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Okay? Salt Lake City is on fire. George is going live today. Oh my God. George is going live today. His title is Sex Education. Hi, Miss Max. How are you? So George is going live today. The title, George, where are you? The title of his live, I am so serious, is Sex Education. Hold on, let me share my screen. I'm just looking to see who went live. And if you guys want to hear a bunch of lies and bullshit, go listen to Haley. Or better than that, don't listen to Jen. Listen to KK. She played it. And within what I listened, I heard 3 fucking lies right off the bat. This is George's title. Sex Education. Sex Education. I don't know if Amber's going to go live today. I don't know if Flavor's going live today. But all I know is George is going live. And his title is Sex Education. Okay.
In some
Oh, I don't know what that is. Stop sharing. So, sex education. So, we're going to learn some stuff today. And then last night, TED Talks did an upload on Bell's palsy. TED Talk did. Savage, I sent that to you. I don't know if you got it or not, or if you got it after the fact. But she did an upload on Bell's palsy. So I don't know if you got to watch it or not, but I watched it and it was quite interesting. So I'm trying to think. And what's the latest? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on before we go. There's latest on this cruise ship thing. Hold on. Let's go listen. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where is it? Cancel. Let me share this again. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. Hold on. Here we go. 2 hours ago, right when I started.
Carnival cruise earlier this month was honored during a celebration of life service yesterday in her hometown.
Okay,
but her ex-boyfriend is now saying there were warning signs from her stepbrother, who has been named as a potential suspect.
When I was on FaceTime with her and she was laying down and the brother tried to go on top of her, I was like, what the hell are you doing in her room?
Wait a minute. Did we hear this? Let's just go back.
When I was on FaceTime with her and she was laying down and the brother tried to go on top of her, I was like, what the hell are you doing in her room, you know? Then he got scared and like ran away. And I heard his footsteps like running through the house, you know, because he got caught.
Joining me now is Fox News contributor and criminal defense attorney Josh Ritter. Josh, what do you make of these new details?
It's disturbing. You know, we're getting this slow trickle of information, which is a little frustrating. But as we get more information, it starts to turn or sound at least much more sinister. I mean, you know, initially, at least.
Do we think he actually raped this young woman and then killed her or tried to?
I would say that the official reports that we've been given is that we don't quite know if foul play was involved in her death.
It's foul play. The young girl was found crammed underneath her bed. How is that not foul play? You think she crawled underneath that herself and wrapped herself in a blanket? Get out of here.
We know that certainly there was some person involved in concealing her body, but how she met her end, if there was violence involved or some other means, we don't know. But now, with this quote that we just heard.
If there's no foul play, if you walked in and found her deceased, whether she had a drug cocktail, and I'm just saying alleged, if you found this young woman deceased, why not call your parents? Why not get a doctor? Why don't you get help? Why would you cram her body underneath her bed? It is foul play. Stop playing with me.
Heard there from the boyfriend, it's starting to sound like our worst fears may starting to become true, and I hope that investigators start to be more forthcoming with their information.
Yeah, and now this step sibling, the stepbrother suspect, who has not yet been charged with anything. But if that does happen, could he be charged as a 16-year-old, as an adult?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, every state has its mechanism for taking minors, juveniles, those below the age of majority, 18 years old, and charging them with adult crimes.
Oh, my God.
These are the types of situations that we see that, especially crimes involving violence. If that is what, in fact, took place here, certainly a murder is going to qualify for something like that where they might pursue it. It's up to the prosecutors. It's going to be up to Miami-Dade County. I think they have jurisdiction over this. It's being investigated by the feds, but they may hand that over to them. We'll see how this all plays out. But to answer your question more directly, yes, it's absolutely something that could be on the table.
And now we're learning that this 16-year-old was briefly hospitalized after the cruise.
That's what I forgot to say. He was hospitalized. Are they trying to get him a mental evaluation? Yeah, he was hospitalized. Yes, the 16-year-old was hospitalized. Got you. I forgot to say that when I was talking about them earlier.
So separately, his mom and his stepmother is pleading the fifth in a separate custody battle case. So this is complicated and horrific, and this innocent young woman lost her life somehow, and we're going to be...
Somehow. Oh, and allegedly, excuse me, the biological mother said she was going to attend the funeral services incognito, allegedly, because they didn't want her there.
Following it. There's also this horrible situation that took place in Chicago on Monday.
The state doesn't have to charge him, okay? This happened in open waters. That's an FBI case. They can charge him. The state themselves don't have anything to do with what happened on the water. Once you're out in open water, that's FBI.
A man with 49 prior arrests is accused of setting a woman on fire on a train. She was just sitting there and he doused her with gasoline, chased her, set her on fire. Could he be charged as a 16-year-old, as an adult?
I want to hear what her boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, every state has its...
I was like, what the hell are you doing in the room,
Potential suspect.
When I was on FaceTime with her and she was laying down and the brother tried to go on top of her. I was like, what the hell are you doing in the room, Then he got scared and ran away.
So what do you think? He was fixated on this young woman. He had a fixation on this young woman. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, everyone. I'm Ashley Banfield, and this is Drop Dead Serious. And if you haven't seen Melody Buzzard, who we have not seen now in, just checking. Yeah, 40.
And I can't trust you when you lie. You're flat out lying, and you're a really good liar.
So this is the recording with her and a guy named Tyler. Got you. Look, so this is the secret recording of the guy that went to the house to try to help her find her daughter named Tyler.
But then you can really hear a strategy. And I, for one, don't think that this woman is quite as crazy as we all thought before. Listen for yourself.
And I can't trust you when you lie. You're flat out lying. You're a really good liar. Tyler. Tyler.
I'm definitely not trying to deceive.
Be quiet and listen, please. Look at me. I'm an intelligent woman. I'm 40 years old.
So because you're 40 years old, that makes you intelligent? I know some 40-year-olds that are definitely not intelligent. I know some 45-year-olds that are definitely not intelligent. Shit, I know 50-year-olds that are not intelligent. Shit, 60-year-old too. Okay.
Deal with legal stuff. Who are you kidding? Tyler.
I can only give you my perspective.
Listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I understand.
You need a reality check.
Tyler needs a reality check.
If this is on media news, news talk shows, they're going to be seeing you. They're going to be interested in you. You have to understand that I'm aware, whether you want to admit it or not, you want the attention.
I don't want the attention.
There is absolutely no way in hell that you are not bipolar or have an extreme issue. If you don't realize what you're doing is false advertisement and there are real legal ramifications, I don't know how you honestly are not worried about being put in jail.
I would like to leave at this moment.
Since you're leaving in an uncomfortable way, I want the keys to my house.
So Tyler had keys to her house. So was she sleeping with Tyler? Was she having an affair with Tyler? Was not an affair because she's not married. Were they boyfriend and girlfriend or friends with benefits? Why would Tyler have keys to her home?
And the storage.
Right there.
Nobody else has keys, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. No one else has keys.
Tyler, genuinely, if you've been here, genuinely to help, I appreciate it. The lies are a lot. And especially if you are genuine and trying to help in your own way, you should be very concerned if they recognize you, because anyone else, like running for district, it doesn't add up. I'm not threatening you, but I'm saying, like, I'm not threatening you at all. I'm trying to help as a friend because I feel like it has to be bipolar or something.
So she's saying
But
that
I don't
Tyler is bipolar. She's not bipolar. Tyler is.
think you're grasping the level of online things that don't make sense.
No, I understand where you're coming from. At this moment, I would like to leave. And I'm more than receptive if you want to call or text me.
How do I send you the money of the receipts?
I'm
for
not
copies?
concerned about any of that. But I'm still very receptive. Should you want to call me or text me? But I've done nothing intentionally to be deceitful.
Tyler is the friend that went to the house to try to see if he can help her find Melody, who's been missing since August. And he's saying that she held him against his will. And this is the recording that Tyler had for some reason. Maybe he really did fear for his life. One here, got it.
Yeah, I know. It is a lot to process, right? Did you hear what I just heard? She's accusing him. Ashley Buzzard is accusing Tyler Brewer of being bipolar.
That's what I just
box
said.
cutter on the ground. But it's interesting, actually. I sat through the whole hearing, and it was long. It was like 3 or 4 hours. And he could never say for sure that she actually picked up the box cutter. And many of the things he said were, I felt like she was holding me in the house and wouldn't let me out. She stood in front of me, but then I was able to get out. So I have to say, at the end of the hearing, I was not surprised that the judge threw out the false imprisonment charge.
So that's what happened. He said he felt that way. Okay, that's who she was arrested for. Yes. So there it is right there. You guys can go listen. I just wanted to see it, but the judge didn't feel that's why she was released. So now we know why. I'm going to go listen to all of this, but you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know. I may come back later on today. I don't know. But I wanted to hear the secret recording. I just saw it. It popped up. So that's what I wanted to listen to with you guys. But there is the link. Go take a listen to it. And we can discuss this further. But I'm digging into this cruise ship murder. And then I got on one of the family's Facebook pages. And now it's private. I can't get back on it. So Daddy should walk away, like somebody said, but we'll see. The mother is supposed to be doing an interview, but they haven't said with who or when. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. You guys have a great day. I appreciate I appreciate each and every one of you. And I did receive 2 Cash Apps while I was live, and I wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate that. And Sophie has a premiere I just saw she's doing. So I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.